and those raw parts back together and create something that is organic. You teach it. That is our goal. So that leads me into the part that I want to talk about, which is enlightenment. And what that is. You know, what is enlightenment? What is this? Some people say enlightenment is knowing who God is. But God is new. It's a new word. It's a new concept that is usually imposed on ancient things, ancient realities, because we don't know the languages anymore, or we don't have the contexts of how things existed. So God is too young of a word to describe what is really happening in enlightenment. But for the tourist Westerner with a camera, God usually fits. Those are their gods. They don't even know anything about gods or God. That context never even existed. So enlightenment could not be knowing who God is. Even God is a metaphor for something that greater that is happening in the person who is unconscious. And not only are they unconscious, they're in a deeper state of unconsciousness due to the language that is being used. Let me give you an example. Back in the day, we needed to know who self was, or we needed to understand the universe, understand the reality of things, understand the oneness of everything, maybe. Today we need to know who God is. That's a terrible step down. So now, by our consciousness being at a slight level lesser than the individual that is still in an ancient mind choosing to know who God is, and the modern person who has been given God, and now they have to understand the ancient world as it relates to a new concept. That's double the challenge. When the Hindu came over here and said, you need to know who God is, he saw how we were trying to understand the universe through Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. And he used that to try to make us see a bigger picture. The ultimate point was self-realization. Not knowing who God was. God is a step to self-realization. Ultimately, you won't know who God is. You will know what reality is. Do you see what I'm saying? You will have a crystal clear perception, the right perception of reality. You won't know God. You won't even care about God. But you will have the right perception about those who are entertaining who God is. Do you follow? You won't need that anymore. You will understand everything. You will understand knowing God wouldn't be your quest, but you would understand the quest of those who want to know God, alongside of all the other things that you will seek clearly. That's enlightenment. So the Hindus Christianized enlightenment by saying you will know God. The hell is that? Do you see what I'm saying? Who is that? But that was debate to speak it in our language, just to get something started. You know what I'm saying? To get something going a little more for us. But once you become